What's up, y'all? It's D about to react to this Abbott and Preach vid. It's titled, I'm Sorry for Being Too White. Oh, Lord. I'm so tired of these people. I'm so tired of these conversations. But sure, several people have told me to check this out. Let's see what's happening. Let's watch.
There's a recent thing that unfolded on the Twitch platform involving Asmongold, who's right now probably one of the biggest streamers in the world.
He's the one who's saying it. He needs to fucking clean up. That's what he needs to worry about. Get them rats and roaches out his damn house.
QT
Fuck out of
Cinderella.
Here. Sorry, I don't even know if he's the one who's saying
A change, though. I'm not gonna... Yeah. I will never believe that if I'm kind to a hateful person, that means I agree with them. I will never believe that. No matter what you guys say, I won't believe it. Because at the end of the day, if I'm around a racist person, I'm just not... They are, yes. But how am I supposed to help them ever? By cutting them off? No.
You can't help.
I get it. You guys can think in black and white, but that's not how it works over here.
They can only help themselves. It's possible to go from being racist to, you know, educating yourself and exposing yourself to different people and realizing like, wow, I was an absolute idiot. Why did I dislike people based on their color of their skin? That's dumb. You can grow. I'm not saying that's not a thing. But what the fuck are you gonna do, bitch? Or anybody else? They have to come to that realization on their own. You can't talk anybody out of racism. That's not how that works.
The thing is, I was raised in a very religious family. Unfortunately, there are people in my family that are people in my family that are bigoted. There are people in my family that are. There's people in my family that are like, but I still love my family, right? And I still know that there are that members of my family have good qualities.
All right, so did you follow that? She's talking about a family member.
I think so.
And like they have views that are
Rossi's
or transphobe, whatever it could be. And she's like, I'm gonna stick by them, even if I disagree with their opinion.
Okay.
All right.
My stepbrother is trans, and my dad refuses to use the correct pronouns, and it drives me crazy, and it drives my stepbrother crazy, of course. But I've had to say to my dad, Dad, you know it's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt you to say the correct pronouns, but it does hurt him when you say the wrong ones.
Right.
You know what the difference is I'm able to have this conversation with my dad because I'm open-minded and we love each other. My stepbrother just says fuck off and won't talk to my dad. So there's no progress being made. Sorry for the
I feel like it's like, no, don't be sorry. It's like, again, it's like one of those things
where
it's like,
fuck off
like
too.
It is like a hard thing, because again, like
there's
definitely people in my family as well that like are like pretty Trumpy and like
Trumpy.
Pretty Trumpy. But this clip goes viral. QT actually asked her to delete the stream because, you know, a lot of people knew how the clips would look, so they were like trying to do damage control. But internet, bitch, it lives forever. Anyway, she apologizes afterwards because it goes viral.
Wait, hold on. She apologized for what?
You're about to find out. Impatient, bro.
I'm really sorry. Like, I've heard what a lot of people are saying, and I am sorry for the hurt that I've caused people. If you don't want this apology, then it's not for you. And clearly you're not hurt, but I'm apologizing to people that I've hurt, and that's important to me. So if you're a part of the queer community and I've hurt you, I am sorry. If you are a person of color who I have hurt, I am sorry. The way I was wording things was very irresponsible and wrong. I understand why it was hurtful. I've read the comments, believe it or not.
What?
I'm old.
You're old?
I'm old.
So this is one of her best friends. Her name is Valkyrie.
I did tell her, I was like, Cutie, I do think your tone doesn't help because you inherently sound really angry all the time.
It wasn't her tone.
You sound really, and she knows. I was like,
I don't think she needed to apologize. It just kind of exposes her ignorance of anything. And I just feel like that's stupid. You know, like for you to be like, I'm around racist people. I still love them. They still have good qualities. It's fine. No, I don't personally tolerate that, family or not. If I'm around people who are spewing hatred, whether that be against other races or different groups, if they're homophobic or whatever the case, I'm not about to fuck with you like that. We don't have anything to talk about. I'm not about to have a conversation with you. Like, just because you're my family, that doesn't mean anything. If you're a hateful person, I have to cut you off, truly, to protect my own peace. So I think it's ignorant. It's just not very smart to be like, no, I'm going to still talk to them and love them. And, you know, just we can have an understanding. I just feel like No, but I mean, who am I to tell people what relationships they should have with their own family? I don't know. I don't think people should be upset by it. It's not that deep. It's not, like a crazy situation. Oh my God, cancel her and she needs to cry and apologize. Like, that was dramatic as hell. But I understand people being like, girl, what?
Blunt. I think
because it kind of makes it seem like you kind of cool with it. You kind of are. I don't know. I don't want to say you're encouraging that behavior, but you are, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a word I'm looking for that it's not even a difficult word, but it's escaping me at the moment. You're complicit. That's not the word I'm looking for, but I can use that, whatever. Yeah, it feels like you're complicit.
I think it's your tone, you're blunt, and it's just
not her
comes
tone.
off
It's what she said.
Poorly, especially, and I was like, you're also the whitest woman I know.
Bitch, you're transparent.
It also...
Wow, I'm sorry.
To be fair, the screen is making it worse. Like, you see her here, she looks more Filipino-ish.
Carry on, my bad.
And it also is just, you being so white. It doesn't help. It doesn't help.
Her being so white is a mistake. She should fix that.
Her heart, I know her. I know her heart. It's just because she wants to help, but I feel like there's ways we can do it better.
So what are you saying, my girl?
She
You're
don't even
saying
understand
that she
why
said
people mad, I don't
something
think.
fucked up, and you're gonna stand by her and explain to her what she.
Because she didn't even say shit, but you're white, so it could have been an Asian person saying that or a Mexican. Like, it doesn't matter that she was white. Like, that was a stupid response as well. Everybody's just stupid. Geez.
Exactly what the fuck the other chick did. Am I getting this wrong?
You're doing great.
She is not a fake ally. Do not say that. Do not say that. Her co-host is gay. Hello? She has gay friends.
Oh
Yes,
my
she has black
God.
friends too.
That is the... Whenever I hear people say that, my intent is... I don't trust you. I feel like I don't trust you. That is the line that racists and homophobics use all the time. I have a gay coworker and I sit next to a black lady on the bus every day. Like, they be saying the dumbest shit. It's like, so that don't mean nothing. That means nothing. You can still be racist. You can still be a terrible person if you're in close proximity with these people. That doesn't mean anything. Shut up. That is such a stupid response. And that just goes to show, again, people who are racist and who are bigots, they're not very intelligent. Because what does that mean? That means nothing.
That's never been an excuse. But what did she do? Nobody here explained it. You see all these fuckers? You don't see them. You should see him. But all these fuckers are here, including him. Nobody's explaining what the f*** did she do?
I explain what she did.
I think this.
But again, I don't think it's that deep. Let's be clear. I don't think it's that serious at all to cancel her over.
Funnier because you guys can't see this, but it's just me and Preach in the room. And this is like a really weird monologue he's having.
It's crazy. All these laughs and I'm still talking alone. Yeah, whatever.
That's all part of the soundboard. Why are you pretending? Why are you pretending like we don't have the soundboard when I press buttons so you get a laugh track?
Okay.
They are so stupid.
Okay, what? Are you going to pretend like everything is the same as it was before?
Yeah.
Is the floor here too?
100%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm walking right now.
No, it's me. And you bouncing. You're bouncing.
Okay. So
Nothing making a sound out of that. I cannot
that
with
clip.
him.
She's not fake. She's just white. Let's get Asmund Gold. I'm not a big fan of this rat, but he had a take on this. And I think
A
it's
rat who has
Rat,
rats.
you said.
Part of the reason why she's receiving backlash is because she's being so white.
Context. One of the most popular and most progressive streamers is getting cancelled for saying this.
People in my family that are...
And let's be clear, she's not getting canceled. Everybody shut the fuck up. People are mad in the moment. They're going to move past this in two business days. Let's be clear about that. She's not going to be affected at all. If she got any brand deals or whatever, nothing is going to be canceled. So let's stop with that word. I'm like, oh, let's feel sorry for her. People are canceling. Nobody's fucking canceling her. Shut up. Everybody move on. It's not that deep.
People in my family that are... But I still love my family. And what's most important to get people to love other people is to love them.
She right.
But my father is at times. I don't support that. Period, the end. But I still love my dad and I'll go to coffee with him tomorrow. But I don't support that.
She's getting canceled for being normal.
You're also the whitest woman I know. You being so white. It doesn't help.
The fact is that a lot of the people...
The other reason why she's also getting canceled, because, girl, if your daddy is a racist and a fucking homophobe, why are you getting on camera and telling everybody that? Because now you bringing unwanted attention to yourself. And now people are like, wait, and he raised you, so you gotta have some of that mentality as well. You know, so you're putting this heat on yourself. So that's also where you fucked up. This is just stupid. You could have kept all this to yourself. You don't have to share every fucking thing online. So I think she fucked up in that regard as well. It's like, what is the point of you even sharing this? You're not like saying anything super enlightening or helping the world. Like, you're not saying nothing that people haven't said before. You're not saying anything that's profound. Like, I don't understand the point of her saying that. It's just like, okay.
They're hating on Cutie do genuinely hate white people. I hate when white people say the dumbest shit then try to act innocent.
Okay. You know what,
I do think it was dumb, but...
See, Cinderella, you know what you should do? You should call my man, Stevie J. Stevie Knight, whatever, this guy, the cowboy, all right? Cowboy, Prince on a horse, he's gonna come and save you.
Prince on
white.
Well, I understand why she cares. She's around people who are from these communities who are probably hurt by the stuff that she said. So her saying I could care less probably is not a good idea. I think it's okay with her saying I disagree, but if you have people from these communities and they are bothered by what you say, you should care. Doesn't mean you should agree with them. Doesn't mean you should bow down or whatever. But
You can see in the clips. You know who I am. You know what I stand for. If you're someone who's been watching me, then you already know. If you're a first-time fucking chatter and you're just joining off of clips that you've seen on TikTok and you don't know shit about me or what you're going to make. But people who know me and know my opinion and know what I stand for, know how I'm going to go about this.
This is what happens. They will throw you under the bus in a second.
I am telling you right now that I did not agree with that, okay? I'm telling you right now that I did not agree with that.
She literally was so nice to us. I'm so confused. And now she's agreeing with people and that she's uncomfortable with what Cutie's saying?
Yeah, bro. She switched up on you real quick because she don't give a fuck about you. She only went to your event, man, because you're popular. Let me tell y'all something. This is for anybody like Ray or Cutie Cinderella, any of these people. This audience of weird, mentally ill losers are not the only people on the internet. You might think that there's a lot of them because they're all liking each other's stuff and they're very coordinated, but there's actually a very small amount of them. You don't have to live in according to what the most uncharitable take is towards what you believe. Stop living in the shadow and stop being a slave to these freaks.
What do these people do?
I agree with that.
So what is that they do on the internet?
I agree with that. I can't lie.
You look like you took a shower.
It's like, and that goes back to me saying, like, people gonna cancel her and be mad, but then they gonna move the fuck on. Like, but yeah, people are weirdos online, and they gonna get mad at you regardless of what you say and do. This is not specific to her, girl. She's white. Like, I don't like that talking point. I think it's stupid. And it just gives woe it's me, and it's like, bruh. And I think also people might be hypersensitive right now as well, just because just every fucking day there's some shit that comes out of people being anti-black, anti-Asian, anti-Hispanic. Like, so people are just kind of over, and they're like, you shut the fuck up. Don't tell me, as someone who constantly has to get online and see all this racist bullshit, don't tell me that, oh, we just have to love and be understanding with racist people. Like, you just have to show them compassion. That's what you have to do. My dad's a racist, and I still love him. Girl, shut the fuck up. Love your racist ass daddy offline. Shut up. So I get people being annoyed, but once again, it's not that deep to cancel her. I don't think she's a demon. I don't think she's the worst person in the world. Like, it's not that serious. But at the same time, I get people being, like, annoyed with that and like, girl, so that's what she did wrong. If anybody's unclear, it's not because she's white. She could have been an Asian woman. I would have said the same fucking thing. It's just like, girl.
That chief.
I still don't understand what the fuck she did wrong.
I just said she's keeping her in her life because it's like family. Imagine your stepbrother's feeling that you're still spending all this time with this person.
And the thing is, it's not that people are upset, because I did say that earlier in the video. I'm like, who am I to say who you should and shouldn't keep in your life? Because you can do what the fuck you want. That's you. But don't get on the internet and preach to other people that we should be as compassionate with racist people, because not everybody want to fucking do that. And you wouldn't understand that as someone who doesn't deal with racism as heavily as people of color. So shut the fuck up. Not everybody wants to be that lenient. So it's very tone deaf for her to sit on there and be like, just show love and compassion to people who hate you. Shut up. When you're not the target of that, you shouldn't even be speaking on that. So I get people being irritated. If it's unclear, I'm trying to like drill it in, because I know people are going to be like, if she didn't do nothing, it's because she white. No, just use some type of fucking critical thinking skills. That is why people are irritated. In this climate today, when people are constantly being harassed online and offline because of the color of their skin, they don't want to hear this bullshit. They're over it. They're tired. They're tired. So it's like, hey, girl, shut up, girl. If you want to be cool with your racist daddy, do that. But leave us the fuck alone. Don't tell us what we should be doing and be like, the answer is love.
Who's constantly belittling his existence.
And it's okay.
What is okay?
To keep that person in her life.
Speak on that, because you understand now. Finally.
No, I don't.
You wait all fucking night, bro.
No,
you finally caught up on this nerd streamer shit?
That's one of the only chances, one of the few chances that person that is belittling her stepbrother has to change their mind. Is if that person is speaking to them calmly. Or trying to let me spoon feed you that shit so that you can understand.
I ain't spoon feeding nobody's shit. I'm sorry, I'm not fucking doing that. And that's why people take issue, because it's like, you can do that. But the way in which she spoke, it makes it seem like she's trying to give advice and tell other people what they should be doing. And like, you should spread love. We should. She used those words, we and should, and instead of her just talking about what she does, which even if she was doing that, she could have kept that offline. But yeah, whatever.
Casting people away. They don't understand. They just think that, well, you're right. They just that's how you radicalize people. But if you spoon feed, you understand the person. You're like, hey, I understand where you're coming from, but let me show another perspective. And you talk it down to some people. You don't always have to yell at people. To me, your point and yell at them.
It's not about yelling. It's about cutting off.
It's just like, hey,
that's what it's about. I'm disengaged.
Whenever you raise kids. Everybody's a grown ass man. Yeah,
exactly. These are fucking adults. I'm not spoon feeding you shit. I'm not explaining nothing to you. Are you stupid? In this day and age in 2025, you have your phone on you all the time. You can look these things up and educate yourself. Figure it out the fuck out. I'm not here to educate you and be patient with you and hold your hand and tell you why being hateful is wrong. You should have learned that in fucking elementary school. Fuck out of here.
He's a kid. He's new to the concept. You understand? Sometimes, yes, you can yell at a kid, but always yell at a kid is not the right way to make them understand things or make them grow. Sometimes you
not a kid.
Hey, you see that?
It's not
you see
a kid.
That
We're talking about adults.
Yeah. I told you not to do it. You
We're talking about grown people.
Yeah, but what about her tone? Because like her tone, she was just like, I'm gonna stick with this person. Like, it is what it is. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna keep being nice. Like, I guess the issue is that I feel like it was insensitive and not consider the fact that people really are dealing with these people that may even be in her life and they be impacting their lives. And it's just, she's just like, well, I'm going to stick with them. Like, I'm going to keep being nice. It's like, yeah, it's very dismissive to people who might be suffering and who are marginalized.
And for her stepbrother. I also would be kind of annoyed, and I wouldn't fuck with her if I was a stepbrother. And just the way she spoke about that.
I did my thing.
The point is that if you keep them around and you're not talking about anything, you're just like letting them be. No.
Because yeah, the way in which her tone, it was a bit off as well, because it's like, she's like, I'm gonna go have coffee with him tomorrow. It's like, okay, cool. If I was her stepbrother, I'm like, okay, if you want to continue to have a relationship with him, cool. I can't stop you from doing that. I'm not gonna be mad at you for that. But you don't have to be as dismissive about it and be like, well, I'm still be in his life and we gonna get coffee. Like, what's up? Like, it kind of gives like, I don't give a fuck, that don't affect me. Like, that's kind of, the tone does come across that way a little bit.
She's actually.
Because why you mentioning that y'all getting coffee tomorrow? So,
by the way, she's clocking them. Who else is gonna do that? So, what do you want? You want us to not ever have interaction with those people that don't think like you? Never. So you don't have interaction with them. They cut them off. How are they supposed to evolve? That seed that you planted grew, and I was able to change. How? If nobody talks to
that's
them,
not my responsibility.
And you're gonna stay in your echo chamber, and everybody sees to the so segregation. You're woke, but you want segregation, not by color, of course, but segregation by way of thinking. Is that what's going on?
This is a misconception as well. Let me get on preach, because I be pro Abba and preach. I usually agree with them, but I don't have no problem in speaking out when I don't agree with them. I don't agree with this way of thinking that we can talk people into not being racist anymore, or we could try to help them understand. There's nothing to fucking understand. They know that it's wrong. They know that they're hateful people, and there's nothing that you can say. You could talk to your blue in the face. You cannot talk to anybody and explain to them that you should stop being a racist because, you know, we're not all the same and it's wrong to do that. And they're like, what? I never thought about that. All right, I'm not racist no more. That's just not how it works. You can have all the best talking points, all the statistics in the world. That doesn't mean anything. That's not going to change anything. And I don't like when people of color feel like we have to prove anything to other people, or we have to educate them, or we have to try to help them understand that we're not horrible people. What does that make any sense? Like, what conversations are there to have about that? Like, that's just or you want to have conversations with serial killers as well and try to help them understand, or pedophiles as well? Let's talk about it. All these people who are sick in the head and are fucked up individuals, like, there's just no talking to some of these people. This is who they are, and if they are going to change, they have to be the change. They have to come to some type of revelation or whatever the case and change on their own. There's nothing you can say to them, especially when they are grown adults. We're not talking about children. We're talking about grown people. Her daddy probably in his fucking 50s, 60s. He's been here a very long time. There's nothing that you can say to him that's gonna be like, you know what? I like the blacks now. I like, the gays now. Like, that's not gonna happen.
And mess him up. That's what we want. Yeah. Talking with people, talking it out with people, having conversations, sitting down people. That's how you're able to change. Yeah, that guy that you spoke about.
I ain't sitting down with no fucking body. Eat a dick.
It was like 2 streams ago. That was talking to all those KKK members and was able to turn them and just give me.
Eat a dick. I don't believe any of this. I don't believe that you turn KKK members because you had a conversation with them. Cap to the highest degree. I don't believe it.
Your role. He was able to talk to them.
Davis is one of the few African Americans you will ever find attending a KKK.
And now they no longer in the KKK. They no longer racist. I don't believe it.
More than attending, he is welcome.
I got more respect for that black man than I do you white.
He's still in the fucking KKK. Y'all think this is progress? This is a problem with people of color. Y'all just want fucking breadcrumbs, the smallest little thing. Oh my God, I got crumbs for massa. Oh, white daddy gave me a handshake. Oh my God, this changed the world. This ain't changed shit. This nigga still racist as hell. What are we talking about? I don't believe this headline. I don't believe it. So this one man had a conversation with them and they all 200 people decided to give up their robes and not be KKK members anymore. I don't believe it. That doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't care what headline says what. Niggas make up shit all the time. Fake news. As for Roger, despite this incident years later, he left the clan and we are still best friends today. I don't believe this. Listen, side note, this is what I do. This is my job. I talk shit. All right. I'm not... This is possible. I'm not saying that it's not impossible, but likely, no. I just don't feel like this is a very likely situation. I feel like this one incident, and look where they pulled this from. This is from fucking 1920. Like, this is so old. Show me some current modern day footage. Like, y'all bringing up this one incident, and I hate when people do that too. They bring one incident up, and it's like, oh, look, this is proof of what I'm saying. No, it's not, because we're thinking in the grand scheme of things, and for the majority, this is just not usually a thing. How many racist people or bigoted people have you met, and you had a conversation with them, and then it just completely changed their lives? That just doesn't typically happen. So I don't want people thinking that they could talk to racist people who hate them and want to disrespect them, and that, oh my God, you're gonna change their life. Why would you waste your time and stress yourself out doing that when they know what they're doing is wrong? They know. This is not news.
A black man was able to talk with people KKK and you know what? If you change your mind, give me your robe. Up to 200 robes or something like that he has in his closets.
And none of them are racist today. How can we even prove that? I don't buy it though. I don't buy it. I'm sorry, I don't. This doesn't logically make sense.
Y'all the Marcos.
I'll give that to you.
Okay. No, you still speak to them. You said love. How could you love a racist? So bad. Anyways, whatever. Maybe I'm fucking crazy.
You're not crazy. I think that
do what you want.
Someone
I would
want to
never.
keep someone like that in their life, they're justified. You don't have to keep family members or people close to you because they have bigoted views. That's a very reasonable take to have, in my opinion. I think it's also reasonable to be the other way. Both things can coexist. I think it's interesting that people are like, white people, I can't believe, like, first of all, I know damn well your immigrant parents got bigoted.
I didn't read all that.
All of our parents do. If yours don't, you're a liar, okay? They all have something either against the specific genders, ethnicities. I mean, most of us could probably go to our parents' name.
No. My dad has said, I feel like he said some racist stuff before, but I would definitely wouldn't qualify my dad as racist at all. Like, and my mom wasn't racist either, so that's not true. And as far as like homophobic shit, I'm sure they've said some homophobic shit before. But would I call them homophobic? No. So I don't think it's fair to be like, oh, this person is a racist because they made a racist joke or said something racist before. I don't subscribe to that. But let's be clear. She said he's a racist. Like, for her to call her dad a racist, that means the hate is strong. It's not just made a racist comment here or there or made a racist joke or whatever the fuck. No, it's like, oh, you really actively don't like these people, and you make it known. You've made it known my whole life. That's what it gets for her to call them a racist. Because like I said, I would never call my parents racist or call them homophobic because of a few comments that they've made. And honestly, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I can't even think of anything. I'm saying I'm sure because my dad, like, he's unfiltered, so I'm sure he's probably said something, but I can't think of anything. So I'm sure she could think of some shit for her to qualify him as a racist.
What ethnicity and your parents?
The only thing I can think of that my dad has said, and this is anyway, this is the most racist thing I could think of. I swear for God. But he has said before that he don't give anybody money, but he really doesn't ever want to give like white homeless people money because he's like, you already had a head start. You fucked that off. That's on you. So that is the only racist thing I could think of that my dad has said. But honestly, anyway, that's a whole other conversation. But I wouldn't even say that's super hateful. It's not like he said, oh, the fucking devils, I hate them. Like it wasn't like a super racist, hateful thing. But that's honestly the only thing I could think of. Like I'm really racking my brain right now trying to think of it. That's the only thing I could think of. So for him to be like, oh, we all have bigoted parents, like that's not true at all. Or did he say we have parents who said bigoted things? Let me see.
All of our parents did. First of all, I know damn well your immigrant parents got bigoted views. Like all.
Yeah, no. But he said immigrant, so I can't speak with that. I'm not an immigrant. But yeah. But even with my dad saying that, I still wouldn't say that he has like racist views. Like, because once again, that's the only thing I could think of that he's ever said about white people or any race for that matter. That's like racist. You can call that racist. I'm not gonna deny it if you want to call it that. But yeah. So to say that, oh, all of our parents have bigoted views, like that's not fair to say. But once again, he said immigrant parents. I don't know why he's saying that though. Is this woman an immigrant?
All of our parents do. If yours don't,
I'm yapping a lot. I'll stop. Sorry.
I'm lying. Okay, they all have something either against the specific genders, ethnicities. I mean, most of us could probably go to our parents, name one ethnicity, and your parents are going to go off. 95% of them, they're going to go off if it's Indians. We all know that, right? So that is normalized nowadays. I'm going to be honest. And I think it's also true.
That's crazy. That sucks if that's how y'all grew up. Anybody out there, or that's a norm for y'all? That's not the fucking norm in my ever been in my household growing up. Like that's not been a thing to where my parents are just going off about this one particular race or talking shit about a certain race. No, again, they probably made racist jokes. My mom used to crack jokes all the time. I'm sure she's made a racist joke. Again, I can't think of it, but saying that, oh, they got racist views and bigoted views, like, don't project that onto other people.
Or people from a specific tribe or religion. Shit, if you're a Muslim,
this video
you bring
probably
up shit. I know plenty of Muslim parents. I mean, and they're going to start spitting. My mom. Love you, mom, if you're watching.
First time you met me, hey.
Yeah.
She thought I was moving.
Now, people are going to make the argument, well, it's different, white people's systems. Like, but on a micro scale, I think using that to people and expecting them or being upset at them because they didn't abandon their parents is a bit ridiculous, in my opinion. Personally, I think this is a totally online thing. That's why you see most of these responses on Twitter and all these goofy ass places. Like, it's not a reasonable thing to think that people
I don't know.
look at people from previous generations who didn't grow up on the internet like we did and be like, bitch, yes, everyone in my generation is. To be honest with you, like, shit, I've heard some things from immigrant parents that are like,
oh, 100%.
Not using the right pronouns, you think that's bad?
Oh, wow.
Not using the right, check your favorite streamer. Go talk to their parents. I promise you, it probably goes much harder than that shit. I think it's like
that's crazy. That wasn't my experience growing up. It wasn't.
Discussions come up, they're giving like the least amount of rope themselves with.
But they got the biggest neck, so we need more rope.
Fair. I know what that means, but it's provocative.
Let's get some people going.
But yeah, me watching this whole interaction and just seeing the reaction, seeing the girl being like, I was so uncomfortable. Like, even on the clip, she looks very comfortable and she's just yapping along with her.
I am not in the headspace to just deal with what I already knew was going to come from that. I am telling you right now that I did not agree with that, okay? Did not agree with most of the things that were said.
As soon as this backlash comes, bitch, I don't know who you are. Like, okay, that's crazy. That's a wild thing.
Wild.
You was in on the heist, and then afterwards, what was that joke by Dave Chappelle? You just didn't like your cut?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do think there's a lot of people that are slaves to their audiences. And if they get negative response from the audiences, they immediately react viscerally. And my girl was asking me this the other day because I was getting like a flood of DMs from Fresh and Fit fans being like, nigga, you gay. I know you gay. And I'm like, oh, he's like, I saw you dancing with a girl. I was like, word. Real DMs. I got pulled up on screen. It was crazy. But it doesn't bother me. I get floods of hate all the time.
Of course.
And the reason why it doesn't bother me is the same reason why I don't build my self-esteem on positive stuff online. This is, I think, the best way for anyone trying to do social media. This is my opinion about the best way to do it. You don't let positive comments affect you. And if you don't let positive comments affect you, negative comments can't affect you. The moment you take in the positive reinforcement from strangers online and let yourself be defined by that, the negative stuff is also part of the equation. And naturally, as human beings, we're always going to gravitate towards negative feedback. It's natural. You can receive 10 compliments, you receive one bad one, and shit, you fucked up for the whole week. Especially if they found your sore spot, bitch, I'm fat. And it's over. And it's not to say when you guys said nice things, I'm not like grateful, because I am grateful. You guys have changed my life, and I'll always be grateful. But gratefulness is completely different than basing your self-esteem or how you feel about yourself on people.
I got better advice. If you get any type of sizable audience, just don't read your comments. Especially if you run your mouth and talk shit like I do, don't read your comments. That's the best way to go about it. Okay, I learned that many years ago. So there's that. I already said what I had to say. This video is 30 minutes long. I've yapped enough. I said what the fuck I said. That's how I feel. I don't care who agrees or who don't agree. And it's not about this woman being white. It has nothing to do with that. I feel like it was tone deaf, and I feel like people have a right to be annoyed. Does she need to be canceled? Is this the end of the world? No, obviously. But she could have kept this to herself. Like, because, girl, what are we doing with this information? Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, though, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.